My Toy Life. Tonight, I believe this is our episode with Mike Gardner. And I hope you've been looking forward to it. One of the things that has been happening, so we apologize, is we had a little bit of technical issues there, so we might be a minute or two late. But listen, we are so excited that you've joined us. Please like, share, and make sure you comment because those comments are important to us. We enjoy them. You can ask a question. If you want to ask a question of Mike, we'll put it up on the screen and then Mike will answer it as he gets to it if we've got enough time. Well, anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring on my good buddy, Rick.
Hey, Terry. How you doing?
So good to see you today, Rick.
Yeah, good to see you. I'm
Did you
I'm
have a
glad
good?
I'm glad we're doing a live show tonight, not a tape.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
The
they're more
live
fun.
show, they're more fun.
Yeah,
And you know, Stacy's show is not doing bad. I think it's up to almost 80 views,
yeah,
so that's not too bad.
yeah.
Uh, I went back and looked at one of Ace's the other day, and it's up to 179. So maybe the longer they're on,
Oh
the
wow.
more they get.
Yeah.
Murray has been waiting for this show, haven't you, Murray? Uh,
I have
y'all
something.
welcome Murray.
I have something special to show, Murray.
Murray is going to be a future guest. So we're working
Oh,
on him,
excellent.
getting ready for a date. And also, Alan Dawson from Over the Pond is going to be a future guest. So you've got something to show, Murray, Rick?
I'm going to show. I have three figures to show. One of them
All
is
right.
special for
Well,
Murray.
go ahead, man.
I'll
You're
show you a
you're
quick
on the
one.
spotlight.
This was one of
Let
my
me see the
goofy
spot.
kit bashes I did.
Uh-huh.
Basic SA Joe, and I gave him this. This thing is from Captain Action Round Two. This is the Doctor Evil spy eye thing. I trimmed out the bottom and put it on an SA Joe.
Huh.
And he's my escaped lab experiment.
Yeah.
This is one
Well,
of the problems with SA Joes. They can get very loose.
well, one of the things about that guy is you surely wouldn't be able to get anything by him.
No,
He
he's
can
gonna
see.
spot you. He's gonna
He can
spot you
see
a mile away.
a mile away.
This is an interesting figure. If we all like, Universal monsters and all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is from
Oh,
this is from the movie Return of the Fly.
I would not want to meet him in a dark alley.
No, this was made by Majestic Studios back in the early 2000s,
Okay.
and he's
Okay.
really cool figure, nice articulation. You can't even. He's a little dusty. You can just pick up. He's got all the little
Hairs.
fly hairs on his head,
Yeah. Murray
and
says that's cool.
I had this guy years ago, and I sold him foolishly, and then I
Oh,
luckily found another one for really cheap a while back, and I
okay.
just saw on eBay because I was trying to get information on the figure, and
Yeah.
one selling for $400.
Woo!
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
And I got one more I'll show. This one is the one for Murray. When Murray was on, I think his first time he was on Paul Knapp's show, he showed a figure that he said was excellent, and I agreed with him because it's
Oh,
Captain
Captain
America.
Action. I mean, Captain
That
America. Yeah. And he's
yeah.
muscular too.
Well, this is the one produced by Disney, and Murray said
Okay.
this is one of the best Captain Americas that has been produced, and I agree with him. What I did was I gave mine the World War II look. All
Uh
this
huh.
equipment is
Uh huh.
some of it's dragon and belt is 21st century. The helmet is 21st century. It fit the
Right.
head perfect, and he's nicely articulated. He has molded boots, molded gloves. The outfit is soft goods, and he is quite a figure.
It looks
Yeah.
cool.
I thought Murray would get a kick out of that. The shield is again Captain Action Round 2, so it has more of a concave than the shield that comes with him. I just liked it a little better.
It's a cool one. It's a cool
Yeah.
one.
That's all I got.
Well, Earthman 2012 says hello to Rick and Terry.
Hello.
Great to hear the New England accent.
Uh,
I need to get Earthman on because he is a good diorama man too.
like
Uh,
to
he,
hear the New England.
if he's the guy I'm thinking about, he makes those really awesome dioramas where he even builds the houses, like he built the French Cafe and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be good to talk to him.
Well, I gave a little sneak peek last night of the
Murray just bought another Captain America. they're great figures.
Bobby. Bobby. Now he's not finished yet because I gotta make his tie, and I've got some handcuffs for him. I've got a whistle for him, and the one that we're going to produce is going to have mutton chops. So that's on its way. So he's not finished yet. And then I had this head made for me the other day. This is an unusual head.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's flocked.
Yeah.
And then and then I had this one. I have not put it on a body yet, but I really, let's see if I can get him up here so you can see. Can you see him? See the scar on his face?
Yes.
Can you see that? Let me see if I can get him up here into the camera.
He's like looks good. Is that an eagle eye?
No, he's not. This is just cast. This is resin.
He looks just like an eagle eye, Joe.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, sitting in the green room and waiting is the Diorama King, Mike Gardner. Welcome.
How are y'all doing this evening?
Good. How you doing tonight?
Oh, wonderful.
Well, we're doing even better now that we got you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, tell us what one of the best experiences that you've had with building dioramas. What stands out in your mind?
It's all the storytelling that goes into most of the dioramas, but to be honest with you, the best thing is getting it to the show and seeing people's faces when they see one of the dioramas. All the comments, it makes all the long, hard hours worth it. So worth it.
How long did it take you to make the ship?
The pirate ship?
Yes, sir.
Well, between the pirate ship and the Kraken was 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. We were gonna have the pirate ship for 2020, but we had to cancel the show.
Yes.
So the following year was the 2021, and so I decided, since I had a whole nother year, that I would make a Kraken to go along with it, attacking the ship.
Right.
And I got in touch with Caleb Brown, and he made the fishing village. So it made it, that whole thing was 20 feet by 20 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. When I walked into the room, I just stopped. I just stopped because I said, unbelievable. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? It was just unbelievable.
Wow, thank you.
I didn't think you could outdo the helicopter with the zombies. I didn't think you could. But you did.
It was at that show that I decided I was going to do a pirate ship.
Was it?
Yeah, I had never done a pirate ship. And oh my gosh, when I did the pirate ship, one of the hardest things in building it was bending the wood for the ship, because I tried without I tried bending it, and every time I bend a piece, it would snap. And I'm like, how did the shipbuilders do this?
Right.
Started doing some research and found out that they soaked it in the river.
Yeah.
For, I don't know, a long time, and then or they steamed it. So what I did is my wife let me use our downstairs bathroom, and I stuck a whole bunch of wood down in the tub, and she left it there for about a week, and it was pliable after that.
You could move it then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Nice.
Murray said, "Did you steam it?"
No, I kept hot water on it though.
Yeah.
And it submerged it, so it was very pliable. It was so nice. It was so easy. It didn't splinter at all. And then when it dried, because it was already glued in place and it was all.
Once it was on the thing, once it was on the ship and dried, then it just stayed that way, huh?
Yeah, it kept its form.
Wow.
And it's in storage now in hopes of going to the museum someday, right?
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, it turned out amazing.
Well, thank you. And the Kraken, that took me a year to make.
Yeah.
My friend Shane Morton,
Uh-huh.
who owns a special effects house here in Atlanta. I saw a thing on Facebook where he had some foam for just to give away because he had a whole bunch of it. Well, anyway, I was trying to get in touch with him. I couldn't get in touch with him. Mm-hmm. So I called Buddy, and I know Buddy was his friend, and he hooked me up with Shane. And so Shane had a tentacle mold. And so I made 6 tentacles out of the molds that he had. And he was gracious enough to let me use his shop. I mean, he was kind of in a down time right then and there.
Right.
How sometimes it gets, especially right after COVID like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was so great. And I learned so much from him. Shane Morton, he does the Silver Scream, Spook House and all that stuff. He's incredibly talented.
Yeah. There's a lot of talented people in this hobby. I'm just amazed every day.
He also does Dr. Morte.
Does he?
Yeah. He's great. Yeah. I love him. He's a great guy. And but yeah, he helped me out a lot. He showed me how to make the molds or not the molds, but to use the molds and the processes that it takes to make a tentacle. And he gave me a couple of chunks of foam too.
Oh, good. To
create the Kraken body.
And the Kraken's in a seafood restaurant, right?
Yes, in Georgetown, South Carolina. It's hanging up from the ceiling in the corner.
Amazing.
It's intimidating. When you go in there, this thing is bigger than you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it's hanging from the ceiling with these 13-foot tentacles coming out from it.
Oh my goodness. You don't happen to have a picture you could shoot us later, do you?
Yeah, I sure do. I will.
Maybe I can post it on the group. That would be amazing to see that. And did you work with them on the train?
With Steve's train?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I helped paint it. He built the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's Steve, that was his baby.
That was another one that left me speechless.
Yeah.
When I walked in there and it took up the whole room.
Yeah. He's a master craftsman, that's for sure.
What is this?
Do everything a router can do.
Murray says, what is this year's project? I think that he's semi-retired from dioramas right now.
Yeah, he's doing the Gukon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The maker's room.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well,
kind of,
you don't have a project this year, do you?
I do not. I am retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Kraken and the pirate ship, that was my
That was your swan song.
swan song.
Yeah. Well, you had another one. I don't know if we ever had a name for it where the car was exploding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Do you
That's
have any
wondering-
small?
Huh?
Do you have any small dioramas that you like that you have on display on your house in your house?
You want to see one?
Yeah.
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 I just got a Clint Eastwood figure, and
Ooh.
so I put together a Clint Eastwood diorama.
Oh. Oh yes. Oh.
Oh. That gets us all going, don't it? That gets us all going right there.
I have two figures from that line. I've
Oh,
got
cool.
Blondie and I've got Dirty Harry.
Oh,
And
cool.
I so want to get Josie Wales, but boy, that's a big price tag.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the other one on order. The there's an
He's got the preacher.
William Money.
Oh yeah, that's coming out. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I put that one on order. My wife's a big fan of of Clint Eastwood, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, Sideshow did a crazy job on those. The sculpts are amazing, just amazing.
Yeah.
Let me show you my latest purchase.
Yeah, go ahead. Show this is your show, man. You can show us whatever you want. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
everybody, you saw it here first.
The doors open up. I didn't get the DX. The DX lights up and stuff like that. It was $1,000 more for it.
Right.
I didn't have an extra $1,000. So
Right.
Are the figures the hot toy figures?
Yes, they are, and they fit in there beautifully.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's not 1/6 though, right?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh man. Amazing. Well,
yeah,
you did see it here first. I love it.
And I'm also a big Back to the Future fan.
Are you?
Have you seen the latest DeLorean that they're?
No, show us whatever you want. This is show and tell, brother.
Okay,
You want to show it?
They haven't come. It's pre-order right now.
Okay, you don't have it yet. Okay.
Sideshow or Hot Toys. So it's the third generation. That's when they're in the Old West. It comes with the box that Doc had to create in the second one. With the white wall tires on it.
Yeah.
And tires swap out to train car wheels.
The train wheels. Yeah, oh, nice.
Oh.
I couldn't pass on that one, man.
Oh man.
Got that.
Good.
But also, I do have this.
It's going to be incredible. Oh, you do have a DeLorean then. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Those are some
Amazing.
high end. That's some high end stuff right there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Woo.
And I've been working on a head sculpt, and I want to do Biff Tannen, but I want to do the Old West version, like Mad Dog Tannen.
Yeah.
I've been working on it, and haven't been real happy with it, but
well, when you're a craftsman, you go through things over and over till you get it right.
What do you use?
Dino Rider too. I've got a T-Rex that it's a Jurassic Park T-Rex that they just came out with. It's a massive scale. It's like 40 inches long.
Right.
And it's hollow.
Oh.
So you can have somebody being eaten, and stick the whole figure down his gullet, and sticking out, or But anyway, I'm going to stick a saddle on him, and I'll put some old West guy on it, or some steampunk guy on it. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
He,
When you sculpt a head, you said you're working on Biff Tanner. What materials do you use?
Well, actually, what I do is I take that 2-part epoxy.
epoxy sculpt.
Yeah, epoxy sculpt.
Yeah.
And I usually get a head that's pretty close to what the eyes are.
Right.
And then I can usually work with the mouth.
Right.
And so that's what I've been doing. I've been finding head sculpts that are close to, and then vamp them to make them look like the character.
Yeah, you build on them. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Earthman says, all of a sudden I'm hearing the 60s Batman theme song in my head.
After seeing that Clint Eastwood, I'm going to go check my bank account. And there's a company right down. I'm in New Hampshire. And there's a company right down in Rhode Island that sells all those figures.
Really?
The high-end Hot Toys and stuff, and they sell them for the retail price. They don't gouge the prices.
Oh no!
Do you ever see the Ace Steve McQueen from The Great Escape?
Yeah.
Probably one of the best Steve McQueen sculpts ever made.
Uh-huh.
So that figure's been out for like 6-7 years, and they go for $400 or $500 now. This place down in Rhode Island still had it for retail a couple years ago, so I snagged them for like $200. And very good.
That was a good deal.
Very good. That's a good deal.
Yeah, you got to have the king of cool. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I am not a big spender, and so sometimes I try to get a figure here and there. That's one of my favorites, but I still have not gotten Dead or Alive. But that is probably one of the ones that I really want.
I have him.
I knew you did, Rick. I knew you did.
I made him into 2 other characters. I took them apart. That's the Wanted Dead or Alive by is it like Caustic Plastic or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
And he's got that great leather coat, but the leather coat disintegrated. It doesn't hold up.
That pleather coat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's yucky. And so I took that head sculpt and I created 2 bodies from the Sand Pebbles, one of my favorite McQueen movies. And that head sculpt fits on both. Matter of fact, I have them right here.
All right, here we go. Rick's going to show us his special.
I think I already showed this one, but John Wayne.
Yeah. No, you didn't show us this one that I can remember there. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's just let me put you on the full screen here. There you go.
So that's the Caustic Plastic Randall.
That is just amazing.
And
that's the Sand Pebbles, isn't it?
The Sand Pebbles, yeah. And it's pretty close to the ending, that he wears his outfit. I don't think the markings are correct. The outfit is dragon, dragon boots, dragon leggings.
That is just amazing, man. I love that figure.
The other body is when he's the battle at the boom, and he's got his engineer outfit on, the blue.
Yeah, the blue
jeans and the blue. And I used to watch that as a kid. I'd watch that every time it was on television, and they usually broadcast it 2 nights because it's like a 3-hour movie or something.
Right.
But,
Murray says that is an awesome head sculpt. He agrees with you.
Yeah, and, what's his? I forget the guy. Randall something was his character's name. I forget. But anyways, don't if you find that figure one day, you won't be able to take him out of the package because the coat just is all done. I bought mine loose. Anyways, not to steal your thunder.
Oh,
Mike,
no worries.
Well, what got you collecting there? Tell us your story, Mike. What got you collecting?
Well, I started out, I was collecting vintage Joes in the box and, putting them on the shelf, enjoying looking at them. I pull them out every now and then and look at them, but it just wasn't satisfying until I went to the Joe show. It was like the second one they had. It was at Wyndham Hall. They're off of Satellite Boulevard. And
Right.
Steve Bugg and Eric Nettles did this tractor factory that was just insane. It it was like a frozen moment in time. There was this Jeep blowing up on its side, and
Right.
there were body parts coming off of it. Bullets. They had bullets in midair.
In midair.
In midair, they had shell casings everywhere. There was a zillion shell casings all over the place. Destroyed buildings. The tractor factory was incredible. Everything was so well done, and I saw that, and I said, "This is what I want to do with my toys."
Right.
I'm
Right.
actually being able to, get in there and actually put a story together.
Yeah.
And tell a story with your figures, and that's what I love doing. So right after that, I sold all my vintage, and every bit of it. And I was already in the construction business, so I already had the basic idea of what I needed to do. I just needed a little push, and they gave it to me for sure. And so after that, I went whole hog. I started building dioramas. I started out real small, and then I did a zombie town at one of the Joe Lanas.
Yes.
And it was actually a comic that David, Donna, and myself were writing
Okay.
at the time. It was called The Final Outcome. And so we based this whole town off of that book. And so we would do chapters, and we have the whole story. It's just we didn't get a chance to finish it all. The shooting of it. My camera died, and so much other happened, and Cody passed away, and
Sure.
it was just a lot of stuff happened in a row that and it just kind of fell to the wayside. But it's still I've gone back and looked at it several times since then, and I need to get back on it because it's a really good story.
Do you have what you've already done somewhere that,
Oh, yeah.
that people can see, or is it just
No, it used to be online,
okay?
but not anymore. Well,
Not anymore.
I wasn't getting any hits on it, and
Got you. Well, Earthman says, what company did that Steve McQueen head sculpt that you showed there, Rick? Who made that head sculpt?
I think it was called Caustic Plastic. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
He also said something here about the same store you were talking about. He said store on 24 or something like that.
It's not store on 24. That's a good place to get stuff. That's down in Bedford, Mass. This one it's called Underground Figures, I believe, and it's out of Rhode Island.
Out of Rhode Island. Okay.
And they do all the high-end Hot Toys stuff. But again, they don't gouge the prices and they ship stuff out right away. Very nice.
Cool. Yeah. Well,
you can get good McQueen head sculpts on eBay, for much cheaper prices, even painted.
Right now, you can get anything you want now. I mean,
pretty much.
Yeah. Some of the stuff. I think I saw a figure one time that was like $600, probably was a Sideshow or somebody like that. And then an hour or two later, I saw the exact same head sculpt from China for $25.
Yeah.
So,
but you got to look at it though. Some of the quality from
the quality is never going to be the same. You're right. You're right.
The Hot Toys ones, man. I tell you what, I swear by them. They are best.
Right. Now, every now and then Monkey Depot, you can get a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good place to buy from.
Yeah,
I
bought
have the Escape from New York from Hot Toys.
Well, I bought a head on there that was listed on eBay for about $75 or $80 just for the head, and I bought it from them on sale one day. I must have just hit the right day, and if you do get it at Monkey Depot, there's only going to be one, but I got it for $20. So
Oh.
somebody must have just said it's been here too long,
Yeah,
sell it.
yeah, exactly.
But I'm telling you, it's the best head. It's one of the best heads I've ever got.
Oh, there you go.
Iron Man, man. And
Captain
Thor, Captain America, you got them all right there. I see Donald Trump.
Yes, you do.
I posted that on my group the other day, and I got a bunch of bad comments, and some people got banned.
Teflon Don.
Listen,
Nothing sticks to him.
well, these are toys. If you're going to get upset and mad about toys, move on
Yeah.
down the road. These are
Right.
toys. This is fun time.
That's right.
I like what you.
Potter fan too.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice.
Wow.
That's a nice collection. Some nice figures there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What would you probably can't pick your favorite though, can you?
This,
That's your favorite?
yeah, the Joker.
The Joker.
He is amazing. He is amazing.
I like that Joker. That's a good one.
Yes. Sad about the actor, but it was a good. He did a good job and a good portrayal.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I think that's one of the things that's missing in Hollywood today is we don't really have good heroes. When I was growing up, we had all kinds of good heroes.
Yeah, decent.
Yeah, and there was always some kind of a moral, or there was always a good story, and the bad guys always lost. Now we glorify the bad guys in some cases, and it's just
Well,
it is
bad
what
guys
it
are
is.
the good guys now.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to write that one down. That's going to be my quote of the week. Bad guys are the good guys now. That's
For sure.
Well, I'm going to try to go to Toylanta at least for a couple of hours. Just because I've got a couple of deals that I've already worked out online, and I got to go and finalize those. But
Yeah.
this hobby has meant a lot to me.
Same here.
I don't. The time I came up there and at the swap meet and saw you there, I couldn't believe you were sitting over there under the tent. I said, "My goodness, this is the icing on the cake." And brother, if I'd have had more money, I would have bought more of your stuff, man. I love your stuff.
I was doing a clear out too of that, and you timed that well because I was trying to clear out a lot of the diorama stuff that I had.
Right.
I have downsized. I moved to a new house, and
right.
My space up here is limited, so I had to pick the best of the best.
Well, I felt privileged to get some of your best stuff.
Did you not save any vintage? Did you get rid of all of it?
I've got a couple pieces. I've got, let's see, Japanese Imperial Soldier. Let's see. Yeah, I got him sitting right here.
Yep.
Can you see him okay?
Yes, yep. He's amazing.
And then I've got this motley crew down here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I got a vintage talker and a vintage fuzzhead. Just a few pieces, not many now.
Right.
I used to have a whole lot. every one of the boxed pieces. I ended up recollecting them all. Had the helicopter, the Skyhawk, the sub, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
those are the classic ones. They really are.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the collection that most impressed me is Tim. You know Tim?
Mm-hmm.
He's got all that stuff in the box. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, this hobby has incredible people.
It does.
You know, one year I went there, and somebody had like a small diorama of a chaplain, and I think it was Joey who had it. Just a little Jeep.
Yes.
And he had the chaplain standing behind the Jeep, and on the hood you had the communion set.
Yeah.
And I just made a comment. I just said, "Man, that is amazing." You know, I'm a preacher. I love that kind of stuff. And you know, at the end of the show, he just walked over and gave it to me.
Oh man, that's so nice.
Joey, I said, "Joey, let me give you something." Nope. This is my gift to you.
Oh, wow.
That's the kind of people that we have in this hobby, and I just love it. I sent something to someone the other day. Someone said something to me about something, and I just boxed it up and sent it to them, because that's what makes this hobby go around.
Right. He also did a smoke jumper firefighter set.
I remember that.
Diorama, and he gave it to Toylanta to put in the museum later.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it the year that you were there that he made the tent with the mess hall and Vietnam like thing?
Yeah.
Or was that a World War II or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
But he had the entire, you know, the guys are in the chow line.
Yeah.
And they're scooping their food out onto the plates. And I said, "Joey, that looks like real food." And he built the whole tent too.
Yeah.
Just what a creation. What a creation. I'm looking forward to seeing him. That's going to be fun. I'm
sorry I'm going to miss it.
Yeah. And Tim Merritt, Maury says Tim Merritt. That's the Tim you're talking about.
Yeah, Tim Merritt. That's it.
Yeah. He does have an amazing collection.
He has the best of the best.
Yes. Yes. And he used to invite a few of y'all to his house, didn't he?
We did. Well, I was one of the fortunate ones to go see what he had.
Right.
I was totally blown away.
I bet.
I've never seen another collection like it.
Well, doesn't Brian have a whole warehouse somewhere?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talk about, he's got 5,000 square feet. Warehouse. Okay. Yeah. And it's packed to the gills.
Well, he bought a bunch of your stuff too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did that day.
Yeah.
He did. I didn't want to come home with it. I made him a deal. I made everybody deals that day.
Well, I like Brian for many reasons, but one of the reasons I really like him is, you know, the first few times we came, it was always Michael's birthday, and Brian would always give him something for his birthday.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sorry, but that's the way to get to my heart, is to make my grandson happy and touch his heart. You know, David gave him something one time that he still treasures to this day. He didn't even know who David was. After David handed it to him and said, "Happy birthday," he said, Who's that, Papa? But David is a great artist too. I like working with David. I like being able to get some of his stuff. He does a lot for Kentuckiana, I believe, and for the one in Texas too.
Right.
The big show in Texas.
Right.
Well, Rick, you want to ask the questions now? Rick always asks a few questions.
The questions.
Yeah, the question time of the day.
So what I have 12 questions that have been scientifically calibrated by our staff in the background. that once you answer these questions, our viewing audience will know everything about you.
Oh,
Are you are you ready to bare your innermost self?
go for it.
All right. In your opinion, what's the best pasta dish?
I love it.
Lasagna
Lasagna.
With meat or without?
with
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a safe answer right there.
Cats or dogs?
dogs. I'm a dog guy.
Yeah.
Cats tend to knock stuff over.
Yes, on purpose. They
Yeah.
do it all on purpose.
I don't need. I have enough trouble keeping my guys standing up by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't need help getting them knocked over.
Sometimes the cats will look at you and see if you're looking, and then
Yeah.
they'll knock it over.
What's your favorite genre of movie?
Definitely sci-fi.
There's a two-part question. What's your favorite science fiction movie?
Back to the Future.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Good
am
one.
a Back to the Future fan. I really am. That and War of the Worlds.
Oh,
The old one.
yeah.
What do you think?
1953. One of my favorite movies. Yeah.
What do you think, Mike, of Forbidden Planet?
It's overrated. Want to know the truth? To me, it is. It's real slow. There's good actors in it.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
My son's favorite sci-fi movie is the one where the ants.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Them. He loves that movie.
that's a great
And,
film.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it is. And one of the ones that I think it's called Vampires from Space. That one scared the daylights out of me. I think I was 8 or 9 when I first
Is it,
saw it.
Planet of the Vampires?
Yeah, probably is.
That's
It's
a
where
good-
the smoke comes in, and when the smoke comes in, then you all become vampires.
Yeah. That's an Italian horror movie. It actually influenced Alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I watched. I went to a double feature. It was Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Phantasm, back to back.
Oh, I remember Phantasm. Yeah.
A little ball.
Back when they made, Phantasm, back when they made cool movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are fun. All right. Continue with the questions.
All right.
For you, what's the scariest animal?
Oh, the honey badger. The honey badger.
Woo, way out there.
That joker, man. I tell you what, there's nothing on the face of this earth that would dare go up against a honey badger.
Yeah. All right. I think that's the best answer we've had yet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. See, now I see lots of superheroes behind you. Superman or Batman?
Oh man, that's tough.
Well, didn't Batman kill Superman?
I'm a big fan of both, man, and I'll have to go with Superman.
Yeah,
because he's got the ultimate power. There's nothing out there that can beat him.
right.
Not really, no. What's your favorite smell?
Oh,
Don't say plastic.
And don't say glue.
Oh, put that away. I'll have to say fresh cut wood, cut grass, and when you open up an old box of records.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That because it's that cardboard smell.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the plastic.
Vintage cardboard out trumps that plastic.
Yeah, it does. And you know what you got when you open it too. You know it.
No,
You know
hey,
it.
this is classic.
That's right.
All right. That's a very different answer than we usually get.
Good.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I do. I
So
do.
do I.
Yeah.
I do.
I believe in Bigfoot. I believe that the Patterson Gimlin film is legit. I believe
Okay.
that's a real creature. Yeah.
Interesting.
What's it called?
The Patterson Gimlin film. You know, that's the one. What was
Is that
it?
the one where he's walking and he turns back and looks at you?
1967, Bluff Creek,
Yeah.
and they
Yes.
determined it's a female. You know, so
Uh-huh.
her
Yeah.
name is Patty. But
Okay.
yeah, all right, cool.
Hey, I
This-
bet
this
you'd
is-
like to go to the Bigfoot Museum that's
Yeah,
up here in North Carolina too.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. I shouldn't even ask this question. Who's your favorite movie star?
Oh. That's a tough one, really.
You thought he was going to jump on Clint Eastwood, didn't you?
I have to say John Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yes, good.
I have to say John Wayne because actors today they don't have the morals that John Wayne had.
Right.
He was the true patriot to this country.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And all the war movies he did and everything, he always portrayed the hero and just amazing actor.
Right.
Yeah, he actually, a lot of people, you know, they're on the fence, but he had some real good talent, and he had a very good comedic side to him too. He did comedy quite well.
One of my favorite movies is True Grit.
Yes.
Can't beat True Grit. That's a great movie. Did you get the figure of him from True Grit that they produced a couple years ago?
I missed one.
I
I would
got
have.
it.
You got it.
I got it. The head sculpt. People argue that the head sculpt isn't quite right, and it's not. But I managed to photograph it to look pretty good, you know. But it's a great figure. If you're a John Wayne fan, you know, it's
Yeah.
kind of a must-have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's one for you.
All right.
What's one thing you own that you should throw away?
I think I've already thrown it away.
That's a good answer.
I want to say the Joes that came out, the tart are I can't remember what kind they are now. You know, they're the big hands.
The Hall of
The
Fame
Hall of
guys?
Fame guys,
Throw them away.
they are junk.
They are.
Yes.
They're junk.
Poor Hall of Fame. No love. No.
Right.
No way. Not for that junk.
No.
If you could have one exotic animal as a pet, what would you have?
Exotic. You said exotic. A parrot or a cockatoo? One of the two.
Right. Talk
Because
your ear
they'll
off.
get back to you, and they give you shit.
Cockatoo would be.
Yeah.
I used to watch Beretta. He had the
I
cockatoo.
love that show. That was a good show.
All right, here's the last question.
All right.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
I've got a story for you if you got a minute.
Yes.
Yes, I have seen one. Okay. I'm an artist. I've been drawing my whole life, ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Long time ago, I was affiliated with this fella that did hypnotic regressions on UFO people. So he brought me along to be a sketch artist, and he would have these people describe what they were seeing.
Oh.
And so, and I'm of the mind of I'm a detail oriented person. So I would ask more questions and they would answer, and so I came up with some pretty amazing stuff. And there's this one time Lee came and got me. He said, "Look, we need to fly up to New York." I said, "I don't have the money to fly." He said, "Look, I'm paying for this. This is all on me." Okay, we flew up to New York, and I sat in with him on a session, and I drew all the stuff, and then he says, "We're going to Texas now." So we flew from New York to Texas, and met with a lady, or the first person was a guy. The second person was a lady. And in that first session, the one up in New York, there was, this guy described a pregnant lady that was in front of him in these little holding seats. So they were waiting their turn to get whatever, probed or whatever. I don't know what they were doing to them. But when I went to Texas, I had drawn a picture of this guy, and Lee introduced me to this guy, and I'm like, I pulled Lee aside. I said, "Lee, this is the guy I just drew." He said, "Yeah, I know. Wait till you see this." So we but see, I was already front loaded. I already had an idea of what this person, that she was gonna draw. And or that
was that during the time you did the Roswell diorama?
No, it was not. But yeah, there's a lot of things I can't say about that because I signed a non-disclosure.
Right.
Because these folks were they were working for MUFON and other people that are affiliated with UFOs, and there's some crazy stuff, man, that came out of that.
Right.
All the ones that I did do drawings for, they all tell the same freaking story, dude.
Sure.
All of them. Now, there's that one random one that I went to, and he wanted to see if I could ferret out if it was real or not, and I could ferret out it was not real. It was something that this person was dreaming, that they had multiple dreams about it. It was kind of encompassing their lives, but it was just a dream.
Right.
But some of these other things, man, some scary stuff. I don't know if they're from another planet or basically from another dimension.
Right.
So, the distance is, we can't fathom how far it is to how long it would take to get to these places.
Right.
But if you have the ability to, travel interdimensionally, which would seem to me be easier to do that than to travel that great distance.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So I hope I answered your question.
Well,
yes, you did.
it's been a good show, and we want to thank you, Mike, for being here.
Oh,
and sharing your experiences with us and your collection.
Cool.
It always leaves me feeling enlightened.
Good.
And I enjoy that.
I get to hang out with y'all, man. I come away with a new appreciation for the hobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's nice to see people's stuff that you never get to see.
That's right. That's right.
That's cool.
And
my door's always open, so you can come knock on my door, and
okay,
I'll show you around, man. If you're ever in the neighborhood,
I sure will. Well, y'all have a good evening. Thanks for joining us. I hope you'll like and share this episode with your friends or on your Facebook or wherever you want to share it. Just share it and get the word out.
Cool.
And
great chatting with you, Mike.
Yes, it's been great. Ronald McDonald, he said, I saw a UFO on TV.
We've all seen them on TV.
Yeah, way to go, Ronald. Well, like I always say, remember, toys are fun.
That's right.
Bye now.